Yo, what is up? Today we are in the Tech Tree Tier 8 CS-53. If you research it from the Tier 5 onwards, it's going to cost you 210,710 free XP. Now this is a Tier 8, like I said, Tech Tree tank. I'm going to put it up against the premium version of the Tier 8, but if you are here for the first time, consider subscribing and giving this video a like. This is the best way you can help support my channel, and let me thank you in advance. Also, remember to leave a comment in the comments section below. This is very useful because when Wargaming sees it, they can read your suggestions, they can read your comments. Now, in the thumbnail, if you saw what I put in the thumbnail, 290 penetration, that's right, 290 heat penetration as the premium shell. Standard shell is 212 penetration, also pretty amazing. So this tank, what does it do besides that? Well, I'm going to put it up against the CS-52, the slated premium version of from the Tech Tree, from the Polish line. The premium version is going to be supposed to be around the same thing like the Tech Tree version, right? But you can see immediately it is completely not different. In fact, you saw me take a big hit there on the turret face. That's because this thing has no armor frontally on the turret, only 130. The premium version will have 190 frontal armor. The reload time fairly quick, 6 point something seconds with all my equipment and crew and shit like that. But stock, it's 8.25. The premium version will be 10 seconds of reload time. You can probably get it down to 8 seconds with all the goodies, but you are watching me pen everything with 290 penetration here. I just need to get a little bit of the turret and I will pen it. I don't need to poke so much. This tank has 8 degrees of gun depression, which is pretty good. The premium version will only have 6 degrees. This tank has 300 alpha, and so the premium version has 320 alpha. Aim time 2.4 seconds. The dispersion value 0.36, which means the premium version is going to have a little bit better dispersion, 0.34. Now the camouflage values, like I said from the previous videos, right now it's 17%, which means this is exactly how I expected it to happen. When they release the tank, they actually bring the values down compared to the super test. Now compare this tank to the legendary T-44, which is like the big daddy of tier 8 medium tanks in the game. T-44 only does 250 damage and 190 penetration, but it has a 7.19 second reload, aim time 1.92. You are getting a lot more DPM, a lot better gun handling from a T-44-100, because T-44-100 also has a gun dispersion of 0.34. The hidden stats or the moving stats of the gun have not been published yet, so we'll find that out later. But you can see me here also taking a lot of damage. I could not bounce anything with my turret. I think I only bounced one shot. You can see there, 240 alpha. I only bounced 240 with my turret. That was all I bounced, and that's because the turret armor only 130 frontally. It's really difficult to bounce anything. So basically you have a medium tank which has incredible penetration, whether you are standard ammo or premium heat shells. Incredible penetration, but absolutely no armor at all. You have to be really lucky to bounce any kind of shots from any kind of tank. So that is what you get with the CS-53 here. But I must say, this was kind of a surprise because the tier 10 for me kind of sucked. But I'm realizing that the tier 8 is kind of fun. The gun is because of the penetration, it's kind of amazing. Too bad you don't have any armor, but you can still work around it. If you're used to playing light tanks and tanks without armor, you can find a way to work around it and find a way to get damage with this kind of tank. So I would say this tank is kind of interesting. I like this tank compared to the tier 10. This tank is a lot more interesting. Now, I played more than 10 games in this tank, but I could only get one replay out of it because there is some kind of bug in the test server where only a certain number of games get saved into your replay file. I think out of that 10 games, I only got 3 games that were saved into the replay file, and those 2 other games were absolutely horrible games. So I only got this one short replay for you guys, but that's the best I can do. I couldn't record it live because when I record it live, I get like a lot of dropped frames, and the footage just looks terrible. So I'm sorry for the short video, but this is my first impression on the CS-53. Not a bad tank at all. Is it going to be a keeper? I'm not sure. You know, I gotta play it more often over the next week or 2. We'll find out. But in terms of armor, there is none. In terms of gun handling, pretty good, pretty enjoyable. The reload time is not too bad. 7 seconds for a medium tank in tier 8 is not too bad at all. Workable gun, good alpha, 300 alpha, which is pretty good. The only downside here is no armor, and you're not a really fast, agile or mobile tank. So with that being said, here are the results. Did do about 3000 damage, and of all the 16 shots that I fired, 11 landed and 10 did damage. So that's incredible penetration. 290 penetration on a 300 alpha gun. Remember to leave a like on the video, and let me thank you in advance, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.